You run around this city like it's your damn shooting gallery.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? You act like it's a playground. You beat up the bullies with your fists, you throw them in jail, everybody calls you a hero, right? And then a month, a week, a day later, they're back on the streets doing the same goddamn thing.
So you just put him in the morgue.
You goddamn right I do.
The Punisher is one of the most violent comic book characters in history. And while he is definitely an enemy of evil, his methods sometimes cause his more restrained hero counterparts to deem him a threat. Before we pull the trigger on this little history lesson, be sure to subscribe to GameSpot Universe for more on your favorite comic books, TV shows, and movies. Now let's jump into Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. Pew! Originally, the Punisher was going to be called the Assassin, but since there's a negative connotation with assassin, Stan Lee suggested the Punisher. His creators never intended him to be a top-tier character by any means, and were actually very surprised by his popularity. Although I don't know why, Americans love guns. In the comics, Frank Castle was a Marine. He learned survival from a Native American Marine named Big Hawk. He served in Vietnam on a special ops unit for 2 tours as Francis Castiglione, before changing his name to Frank Castle to enlist a 3rd time, serving a total of 4 years in the Vietnam conflict before taking a job running training missions for Marine commandos in New York. For his service, he was awarded the Medal of Honor and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In the movie, he's an ex-cop, so he doesn't have all of these awards, but the result is still the same. He kills people.
Who killed my family? Your family? Yeah. Who cares?
In the original comic storyline, Frank and his family were at Central Park where they accidentally witnessed a mafia killing. The Castles were attacked by the mobsters to eliminate any witnesses. Frank's family all died, and Frank vowed to spend the rest of his life avenging their deaths and killing those who would hurt the innocent. In the film's and Netflix version, Frank's family is always killed, but the way they are killed varies from car bombing his immediate family to killing all of his family and friends while they're on a tropical vacation. Although Uncle Sailor here kinda deserved it. Honestly, who tries to get away in a sailboat?
Those who do evil to others, the killers, the rapists, psychos, sadists. You'll come to know me well. Frank Castle is dead. Call me the Punisher.
Punisher started as a villain in the Amazing Spider-Man comic, where he is tricked into targeting Spider-Man. But after the web-slinger beats him up, he calms down enough to understand he was getting played all along. He put his trust into a green dude named the Jackal. Who could have imagined that guy wasn't stable, huh? Frank Castle's in and out of jail, which isn't a bad place to be if you want to kill bad guys. Unless they're in there for like lesser drug crimes, in which case they might not be that bad. The Punisher has ethics. He doesn't kill kids or allow anything bad to happen to them if he knows about it.
She's barely 12. Guaranteed.
But he has definitely killed women. He has drowned people in toilets, punched polar bears, used a little person as a club to kill other little people, and once he shot off Wolverine's balls and then ran him over with a steamroller. Look, I don't know what his ethics are. I just know that he has them, probably.
Give me your wallet. Frank, do you want to die? For the last time, give me your wallet.
Punisher has allied with many of the heroes he has fought with over his vicious methods. Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Batman have all been temporary allies and bitter enemies. But Frank can't even stay friends with his sidekicks. David Linus Lieberman, known as Microchip, was Punisher's fat guy with a headset in the van, giving him technical info and recon, as well as providing him with weapons and technology to be used in Frank's fight against the mob. Although he too eventually has problems with Frank's methods and they shoot at each other, just like everyone else.
Billy is dead. From now on, you call me Jigsaw.
Jigsaw, Bullseye, Norman Osborn, and the Hood, as well as various crime syndicates and families, all make up an ever-shrinking pool of Punisher's enemies, because he keeps killing them. Punisher is different than the usual hero in that he kills most of the other characters in the comic book with him. So villains that aren't established don't really last that long. But after fighting with heroes including Wolverine, Daredevil, and Captain America, as well as villains like Kingpin and Doctor Doom, the Punisher has established himself as an anti-hero that no one wants to mess with. In non-canon storylines, Punisher has killed tons of heroes. He executed Spider-Man, beat Doctor Doom's head in with a hammer, and used nuclear weapons to kill dozens of mutants. These storylines sometimes end with Frank killing himself or dying from his wounds. I wonder how the Netflix franchise is gonna end. Probably something happy. Yep. Frank Castle received as much training as a Navy SEAL as he requested extra training after he finished Marine Sniper School. His skill set includes hand-to-hand combat, field medicine, infiltration techniques, interrogation resistance, and of course, firearms training. Apparently he's an expert marksman, although it's not really apparent from this clip. I just thought it was funny that Dolph Lundgren shoots a machine gun at casino machines for like a full 30 seconds in a feature-length film. The 80s were weird. The Punisher is out on Netflix November 17th, so go binge that shit. I sure am. Gun violence on TV is the only thing that makes me stop thinking about the gun violence in real life. For more of the stuff you like, subscribe to Universe to get it. Add me on Twitter at Buddy Hutton for knock-knock jokes without punchlines. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.